Hi, how are you? It's Michelle Stone on the Global Art Therapeutics YouTube channel. I am reaching out to you today because this is my first of the monthly art live art things, art events. Happy New Year! It's January 7th of 2025, so it's one of those things where it's the new year, people are starting to get settled into it, and what does that actually look like? Do you have new trajectories? Do you have new goals? What do you want to leave behind from 2024? And how can you process all of that? Usually I have Claudia Doza joining me, and this evening she will not be able to be here. So she's traveling, so it's gonna be me, and I'm excited that you're all here. So I'm still actually not even sure what I was gonna do, because usually I'll do a mandala, or I know Claudia and I have been kind of switching up doing different things lately. I think this particular time I was thinking about doing a conscious doodle, which I don't know if any of you know what my conscious doodles are. I have a tendency to doodle. When I get inspired, I'll get this vision in my mind, and then I have to doodle it out. And I just I grab my gel pens, and I doodle it out, and it's just one of those pieces that is just very imperfect. And you get the idea, and then I write a newsletter about it, and so I have a newsletter that goes out weekly, and I talk about that in my newsletter. So, and today I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do, because it is, like I said, it is the new year. There's plenty of different ideas in my mind, and as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm wondering, what would that possibly look like, for me to do hi guys, how are you? Thanks for joining us. So what I'm doing is I am actually doing a therapeutic art process. And so if you have art supplies, paper, pens, colored pencils, regular pencils, watercolor, anything like that, go ahead and grab that. And what we'll do is we'll do a brief meditation, and then we will get started. So go ahead, and I'll give you a couple more minutes, like a couple more, maybe 30 more seconds, to go ahead and grab your paper and your pens and stuff. And so sometimes I do watercolor, sometimes I do have some pens here. I've got a whole bunch more actually, and I have colored pencils. And so go ahead and grab that, and grab a piece of paper, and we'll get started. So, and this is Global Art Therapeutics. So tell you a little bit about my channel. Usually this channel, up until January 31st, January 1st, was called Michelle Stone Masterpieces, and I'm Michelle Stone. And the idea behind the Global Art Therapeutics is I'm certified in art therapeutic, and what that means is that using art as therapy, art as a way to de-stress, to relax and take your mind off of your busy day and all the other things that you're doing. And so that's kind of what we're gonna do today. So, and let's go ahead and get going. And so I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm gonna do just kind of maybe just a short breathing exercise, so that everyone can come to come to a silent space, and then we'll move from there. So, all right. I'm actually gonna check my before I do that, I'm going to check one more thing because I want to make sure that I'm all right. You guys ready? Everybody else ready? Okay. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes. And I'd like for you to tune into where you are sitting, kind of get settled. And as you are getting settled, I want you to just pay attention to the chair or the floor that is underneath you, and think about how it's supporting you. And pay attention to the space that's in front of you and what that feels like. And then the space to the left. And the space to the right. And the space behind you. Is it a wall? Is it a chair? Is it the back of a chair? And just kind of observe it. And I know often when people say observe it when your eyes are closed, just tune into the feeling of the energy that is around you. And even above your head. And now I want you to, with your mind's eye, pay attention to your breath. It's one of those things that we never really think about. The breath, it's something that's always there from the time we're born to the time that we perish. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it fast? Is it slow? What's the temperature? And just notice that just by the act of noticing, the act of witnessing your breath, how it shifts just a little bit. And we'll do a couple more breaths. Just witness it as if you were watching a sleeping puppy or a sleeping kitten. Just observe it. And now we're going to do a body scan. And so now that, and we're just going to witness every part of our body. So our breath is from our nose, and so then let's go down to and just witness our mouth and our jaw. And then onto our neck. Just all the little muscles in our neck. And just by noticing that, how just kind of feel how it relaxes. And then onto our shoulders. We carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. Most people do. And then down to our arms. Our upper arms, our forearms, down to our hands. And then back up. And then to our torso. our upper rib cage, our lower rib cage. Just witness. And if there's any tension, just breathe into it. And now into your hips. And upper thighs. Into our knees. Our knees really hold us up. They help us bend and move forward. So just witness them. And then onto our calves in the front of our shins. Into our ankles. Into our feet. And now just take sorry, my phone rang. And just take, and one. And so, now we're here and we're back. I hope you feel a little bit more calm and relaxed. And so now I'm going to adjust my camera so you can see my paper. Still not quite sure what I'm gonna do at the moment, but I think I'm just gonna free flow and allow you guys to just see what I'm doing. So it may be a combination of a couple of things. The idea is to just really kind of release and take like the stress from the day and allow it to go on the paper. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna adjust my camera real quick. You see that okay? Yeah, you can. So let me see. I'm gonna pull it out of the shadow. There we go. All right. I think, I don't know, what colors do I have here? I think I'm gonna do a doodle, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, even just drawing that line makes a difference. That's so interesting. Wow, okay. And I think what else I'm gonna do, I have some watercolor pencils over here. Watercolor markers that, just like brush markers that I'm gonna bring in to the mix. As soon as I open them. Maybe play with that a little bit. I'll do some of this first and then I'll kind of come back in. So yeah, so this is something that I do on a regular basis. It's something that Claudia and I do together, and it's one of the ways that we actually just like really kind of allow ourselves to be in that moment in a space where we just allow ourselves to be. And so sometimes while we're on here, we don't even really talk. It's And there's really no right way or wrong way to do this. It's kind of just how you feel. Just kind of feeling into things, exploring. You know, quite often as we become adults, we buy into the idea that we have to do certain things a certain way, and we don't really allow ourselves an opportunity to just play. And so that's really what this is all about, is allowing ourselves to just play. And so and it does not matter what color I use, it does not matter what direction I go. What feelings are expressed, it's all just exploring and creating and just kind of feeling into it. There's really no reason, or I'm not assigning a reason to it. How about that? Kind of in this green space today, huh? Which is totally fine. Just trying to come around the whole outside of it. And you know, there's so many different ways to fill in, to express yourself through art. Just through filling in the lines, through just doing the things that you just feel. Like there's no perfect way to do it. No no rules, I suppose. And you can come in and use any art supplies that you have. Some people have favorite art supplies. Some people have limited art supplies, and so you could use, even with this, you don't have to have a certain design or a certain thing in mind. This is just really just being abstract in the moment. Yeah, so even just now, I didn't realize that I was holding any stress, and just this little bit of filling in these spaces, these lines, is allowing me to just really kind of release. And just the action of going back and forth is really kind of fun. So and again, you can do this with anything. You could do this with pencil. You could do it with pen. You could do it with, these are watercolor markers, meaning that I could come back over them with a brush and fill them in. I probably won't do that today, but there we go. Some other dark spots in here that I'd like to do. So, what color are you into right now as you're stepping into 2025? Does your color change? Like your favorite color change? Are you letting go of old thoughts, old patterns, old ideas, old habits? There's been a lot of things coming up for me to release things that no longer serve me. And that's actually been really, really beautiful. As I step into what 2025 is going to look like for me. And I've been hearing that a lot, just people, it's a lot of release, a lot of letting go, a lot of growth, a lot of change, a lot of 2024 was really interesting for many people. And you know, I mean, each year has its own flavor, if you will, has its own meaning. Its own set of like thoughts and where people were. And I heard a lot of people say that they struggled through 2024. For me, part of my 2024 was an opportunity for growth, and part of my 2024 was just filled with magic and wonder and love and support and abundance, and it's been beautiful. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what 2025 brings. I'm like, which ones did I use and which ones did I not use? So I don't know if I used this one already. Did I? Was that this color? No, maybe. Who knows? How about this? Let's see what happens here. Okay. Yeah, no, that is a different color, isn't it? Okay. So there we go. We've got that. Huh. I am probably going to bring in some complementary colors here in a minute. I'm just trying to lean into all of these other things that I'd like to do. This is a little bit lighter than that other one, huh? Yeah. So when you were doing the meditation, were you able to have any body breaths? Or you take just a big deep breath? Sometimes that happens, and that's another way of releasing. So whenever you're able to like just be in the moment, your body has a way of going, oh, I can relax. I don't have to be on guard. I don't have to be alert and focus on all the things around me on the outside. Can just kind of focus on you. And what's best for you, right? And what's right for you. And this is what's right for me right now in this very moment. Go. All right, now I think I'm gonna go over here. Like, what would be the pops of color? Let's see. How about we start off with You know, I think I want a little bit more green in here, a little bit more blue as well. So let me try this. What do I think? Maybe here. So right now I'm basically using analogous colors. What that means is that like colors that are next to one another in the color wheel. And so you have blues and greens, and yellow would be analogous, or blue and green, and let me see, blue, green, purple would actually be another set of analogous on the opposite side. So they're just colors that are, yeah, just next to one another. Okay, maybe do this over here too. Beautiful thing about just using just a notebook with paper is that you can just kind of move it around. Sometimes it's bulky when you're using canvases to move those around. I mean, and you know, canvases have their place and everything too. If you're just gonna sit down and kind of do what we're doing right now on the table, on a coffee table or a kitchen table or whatever, you can just kind of get your notebook out and just start playing. Yeah. I think I'm gonna come in and do this bigger one right here. This looks, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. There we go. Kind of filling in the bigger spaces. Makes me think of like how I eat potato chips. I always do the smaller spaces first, or smaller spaces. I always eat the smaller chips first, and then I move on to the bigger chips. So when you're drawing something like this, do you start off with the bigger pieces or the smaller pieces? And then go on to the littler pieces, or do you start off with the littler pieces and you move on to the larger pieces? What does that look like for you? There we go. They're starting to fill in a little bit. Yeah, okay. What else do I want to do? Maybe this guy over here? I don't know why I'm filling in with this blue. This is really nice, though. All right. And so I always like to outline things too. Sometimes people come in and do it a different way. But, you know, like I said before, there's no right way or wrong way to do it. So you can just kind of you can fill it in however you want to. I'm gonna fill it in. So interesting, like when you're doodling and you make the shapes and then what they look like when you start to like fill them in. It feels like they take on a completely different feeling. All right, so there we go. All right, so that feels like it's a lot more filled in than I wanted when I first started. So, okay, so now I'm gonna come in with some fuchsia. Let's have some pink. This hot pink right here I think will be good to fill in like this spot. Oh, and it's not even as dark as I thought it was gonna be. Okay. So this brings me a completely different feel. Again, with the body breath, you know, you're just like taking the time to kind of be here and be in the moment and relax and judgment-free zone, right? Okay, so there's that. That's really interesting. All right, and maybe over here. Okay. So these are more complementary colors. The pinks against the greens. There are certain like parts on the color wheel where it actually shows you the exact opposite. These are not the exact opposite. Like some of them, yeah, like these are probably closer to the opposite. The olive is less. That would be a different feeling altogether. And then the blue typically has like an orange. So I'll bring that in a couple of minutes. I think maybe I'll just do an orange there and an orange there of some sort. Kind of bring that together and see what that looks like. Oops. I think I'm liking this orange at the moment. Let's see what this looks like. You see that okay? Yeah? Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's pretty. And, you know, just bringing this in together like this. I'm really liking this orange. Huh. This feels a lot better. There we go. All right. Now I'll come in here and I'll do this. There we go. Just really kind of getting into it. Getting into the whole, really liking this orange right now. Especially against all the green and the blues. Yeah. Huh. Okay. That seems kind of fun. All right, so now I'm gonna come in and let me see about maybe bringing in my gel pens because What's speaking to me right now? Let me see. You see that okay? See what I'm doing? I'm just adding lines in here. I feel like I just need to add a little bit of color. There we go. Let's see what else. What else? What else? What else? What else? Orange. I don't know. What do you think? How about this orange? Yeah, I'll do this. Okay. And I could do that. I have this over here. Is that the same color? I think that's the same color. I forgot which colors they were. Almost this is kind of like a Zentangle over top of watercolor. You know what Zentangle is? Zentangle is kind of like where you come in and you do like lines and stuff. And then it's almost like, and then you start filling in the lines like a pattern. So like here I would fill in like maybe this guy, and then this guy. And then this one, like that, right? So do like a little checkerboard kind of deal. There we go. So see, we've got this. And then I can fill this one in, and this, and this. Or you could do all kinds of different patterns with this Zentangle. You can you can do hearts and squares and triangles and octagons and you can do whatever kind of pattern you want. And it's, you know, it's the repetition that you're doing that really kind of helps be in that present moment. Because really that's what all of this is all about, is just creating that present moment to where you can just not think about anything else, right? Because, you know, anxiety is fear of the future. what is it? Like anxiety is fear of the future. Stress is fear of the future, and anxiety is the past or something. I forget what it is, but it's like whenever you're not, ideally, whenever you're not like in the present moment, like thinking exactly about everything that's going on now, then you know, your body's in stress mode. And so the less your body's in stress mode, the more healthy you are, the more brain health you have, the more reserves you have for those you love and for the people. All right, so there's that. So that was my orange. I'm not going to do that same thing anywhere else, so how about I just kind of I could do this. There we go. That's easier. All right, let me see what else I got. All right, so how about pink? I do have shiny pink and shiny orange and shiny. I don't think I want to do purple. I think I just want to do these colors. Is that, yeah, that's the shiny one. Are these the shiny ones? I think so. Let me see. Did orange. I think I want to do pink now. Whoops. Sorry. How about like little dots? This pink and this olive is actually, I like it. I didn't like it earlier, but I like it now. This is interesting. Okay, so there's that. And then what else? What do you recommend? How about we go okay. What other things could I do? This is the blue. I could I do the blue over? I could. I think I want to do the blue over these hearts though. That would be fun. I'd like do a little. Can you see what I'm doing? Probably not. Okay. What else we got? I could do this dark blue on this light blue. Oh, here's one. I could do it all over here. What about, I don't know. Sometimes I run out of ideas. I mean, not run out of them, but it's like, what if I did, ooh, I got it. What if I did, I really like to do leaf patterns. See the leaf patterns I'm putting in here? There we go. What kind of patterns do you do? When you doodle, what is your go-to? Mine is usually leaves. And fill the whole page with them. There we go. So I go, oh, all right. And then I come back in and I kind of fill them in a little bit. And you know, because leaves are so organic, none of them ever have to be perfect. So this is not an exercise in perfection anyway. All right, so we've got that. We've got, still got quite a bit more to go. And, is this the pink? Nope, that's the orange. Maybe I'll do with the flat. Maybe I'll do like a kind of like a little rose, right? you go. That's actually, I kind of like that. Where it looks like little rose. There we go. All right. And then what is this I could do? This over here. Okay. What else we got? This looks like it could be a pretty big leaf. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? I'm having fun with this. I really like it. I hope you guys are having fun with yours as well. Let's see. What's well, I'm thinking about. Did I get the red? Should I do red in here at all, you think? What do you think? I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with these same colors. This is the blue. And this would be, how about triangles? Okay, so we got a little like that. Over top of the green, we filled that in. Da 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 da. How about, I could do the triangles over here. Maybe? What do you think? I like the glittery gel pens. They make me happy. They're so fun. Makes me think of like a little dinosaur. Actually, it kind of does. Look at that. Whereas, and then I could come in and I could do like a big eye right here. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. How about that? Let's do big eye. So I've got a big eye. And he's here. Kind of filling that in. That's kind of fun, huh? There we go. So we got the eye. So now it looks like he needs lashes, right? And so I'm gonna give him lashes. How fun. Him lashes, her lashes. What do you think? Okay. I don't have any white, so I'm just gonna have to leave that like that. And so then that's, so I've got the little eye with the lashes. Funny. Okay, you know what, maybe it needs lashes down here too. That's cracking me up. Okay, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Oops, here goes it out. Pardon me. Okay, so I think we're almost done. Got a couple more I want to fill in. And then, what colors do I want to use? Blue. Let me do. A little bit there. What about orange here? So we've got that. And this blue could be, I could... I think I'm going to go the other way too. Okay, that's kind of fun. All right. There are just a couple more that I want to do. I don't really think I want to do all of them though. Is what I'm learning about this very moment. What I'm learning about this very moment. Is this, what color is this? Brown, green. And see, you know, anything goes in these kind of situations. Where you just keep going and keep going and keep going. And I don't know. I think I'm actually gonna finish up in just a little bit. Just because actually that's gonna be a cute one where I can go. Let me go like this. I can do, nope, I'm gonna do it another way. Heart here, heart here, heart here. And then I'll do them upside down. Yeah. Okay. Actually that feels complete. I don't know why, but that does. That feels actually complete for me. Yeah, it feels, I'm gonna do one more thing. And then do this. And this feels like another leaf. But yeah, I think I think I'm good. So anyway, so that's that. So let me show you. I'll bring the camera back up. Bring the camera back up so you can see. So this is my piece. And there you go. So anyway, so thank you ever so much. I'm glad that you were part of my live, and that you went ahead and, you know, that you participated in this. And I'll be doing this again in a couple of weeks. So I look forward to seeing you again soon. So, all right, thanks so much. Bye. And actually, you know what? There's a poll on here. And what I didn't realize is I could put a poll there. So let me know what you think about it. Okay? So put the comments below. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.